Hello, welcome to Dr. Agnes Math. Oh boy, gonna get yawning before I go. This is all the questions on our test review for Chapter 4. So let's go ahead and start solving. Solve each one of these equations. So I'm gonna start out. We have ds VCF. And I'm looking, D is for distribute, S is for simplify, V is for get the variable on one side, and C stands for get the constant or the number on the opposite side, and then finish. So there's nothing to distribute here. There's nothing to simplify because there's no like terms anywhere. I've got a variable on one side, so I'm all the way down to C. Get this number right here over here. So when I do that, I get 8m is equal to 17 plus 7 is 24. And then F stands for just finish, the last step. So this is 8 times m. We want to do the opposite of that, which is divide by 8. And I get m is equal to 3. This one right here follows the same pattern, ds VCF. Nothing to distribute, nothing to simplify. I only have one variable, so it's right there. It's on its side by itself. So I'm going to get rid of this -4 and bring it over here. When I do that, I get -7 force x is equal to 1/2 minus 4. So that's, look at it like this. That is 1/2 minus 8/2. That means that is -7/2. To finish from here, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of -7/4, or technically divide by -7/4, but that's like multiplying by the reciprocal. So that cancels out. I get x is equal to, the 7's will cancel, the negatives will cancel, and it just becomes 4 divided by 2, which is 2. So over here, x is equal to 2. On this problem, these two problems, we do actually have distributing, so I need to distribute first. Because 5y minus 5 times -3 is -15. So 5.4y plus 1 is equal to 5y minus 15. I'm going to get the variables on the same side. So I've distributed, there's nothing to simplify. Variables on the same side, so I'm going to subtract 5y from both sides. So that cancels out. And I get 5.4 minus 5y is 0.4y plus 1 equal to -15. Variables are done. Let's get the constants on the other side. So I'm going to subtract 1, subtract 1. I get 0.4y is equal to -16. And the last step is divide by 0.4. Divide both sides by 0.4. And that is equals -16 divided by 0.4. Well, 16 divided by 4 would be 4. So this is like 160 divided by 4, which is -40. So y is equal to -40. Okay, in this one, same little pattern here. I need to distribute first. So 2 times p is 2p plus 2 times 8, which is 16, minus 3p is equal to 3p minus 8. Simplify, I can add this p to that p right there, and I'm going to get 3p equal, 3p minus 8 is equal to 2p minus 3p, so that's -1p plus 16. I combined this and this. Got -1p. Let's put the variables on the same side, so plus 1p to both sides. Get 4p minus 8 is equal to 16. Add 8 to both sides. That's that goes away. I get 4p is equal to 24, which means p is equal to 6. 4 times 6 is equal to 24. Inequalities work the same way as equations. Exact same way. The only difference is that when I work at an inequality, at the very end, I need to draw a number line. And then if I divide by negative, the inequality flips. So we'll deal with that if we need to, but it's still ds VCP, so nothing to distribute, nothing to simplify, variables on its own side right here. Let's subtract 16 from both sides. I get 9q is greater than negative 11 minus 16 is negative 27. Divide by 9, I get q is greater than negative 3. So if I'm going to write a number line, I'm going to put negative 3, it's open and going this way, and let's get the two numbers on either side as well. So q is greater than, that's why we're going to the right. If it's less than, it goes to the left. Distribute first. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 2 times x is 2x is greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, negative 5x is greater than or equal to 14 plus 2x. There's nothing to simplify, but I do have variables on both sides, so I need to subtract 2x to get the variables together. So this goes away, and I get negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7x is greater than or equal to 14. Divide by negative 7, divide by negative 7, I get x is less than or equal to negative 2. Notice this flipped from here to here, and the reason it does that is because I divided by the negative 7. So if I draw a number line for that, say negative 2, negative 1, negative 3, it is closed dot because it's less than or equal to, and it's going that direction. This one, there's nothing to distribute, so I do need to get the y's on the same side. So I'll subtract 10y here, subtract 10y here. I get 16 minus 8y is less than negative 16. Subtract 16 from both sides, so that my y is alone here. Negative 8y is less than negative 32. Divide by negative 8, divide by negative 8. Get y is greater than, because I divided by a negative, 4. So 4, 5, 3, it's open and going to the right. And remember, it's open because it's not greater than or less, it's not equal to here, and since y is actually on the left side of it, it's almost like it's pointing this way. But keep in mind, if it was opposite like this, it's still going to look just like that. What you need to remember is you're reading from y. Y is greater than. The greater number is to the right, always. Yeah, I'm sorry about all the yawning here. Okay, so I need to distribute, so I'm going to do both these distributing in one step. 5p plus 20 minus 12 is less than or equal to 3p minus 12 minus 2p. So I've distributed, now I'm going to simplify. Let's add those together. I get 5p plus 8 is less than or equal to, let's do 3p minus 2p, that's 1p minus 12. And that was a good time to say, if I ever do a step you don't get, pause the video and look and actually try to figure out what that step was, because this is not helpful to you unless you're learning from it. So stop and slow down. Where did I get 1p from? Think about it. If you don't know, look at the equation if there was above, or rewind and watch me do it again, because math and learning take time, and it's something that I record so you can go at your pace. So 5p plus p makes that well, hold on, let's get the p's on the same side. So I'm actually going to subtract p from both sides to make that go away, and this becomes 4p plus 8 is less than or equal to negative 12. I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides, get 4p is less than or equal to negative 20. Divide by 4, divide by 4. P is less than or equal to negative 5. Don't forget the number line. Negative 5, negative 4, negative 6. It is closed and moving to the left. Okay. I mean, the rest of the test is word problems, so I'm actually, I think I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to do the word problems on a separate test, or a separate video, so I'm sure you will see me in just a moment, but for now, math. Have a good day.